Be with me this morning.
Thank you, Melissa. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you for welcoming me.
Yes.
I'm welcoming you to your own show.
So. Well, that's okay. I don't mind. It's kind of cool, actually. Do you want to run the show?
Well, someday,
we're going to
retire and we'll switch chairs. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh, that would be so much fun.
Fire questions at you like you do to me once a month. See how you like it.
Oh, I can answer.
I know you could. I know you could, and I love coming every month. So
I know. I'm going to miss you when you're gone.
Thank you. I will miss this too, and I will miss this interaction and this relationship.
I know. Well,
keep it alive.
We'll just have to meet up outside.
There you go. That works for me.
That works. A good old cup of coffee.
Yes.
But so, what has been going on in the Marinette School District?
Welcome to May. It is.
Wow.
It is an exciting time of year. Things are starting to wrap up as we close in on June 5th, which is our last day for students. Our seniors graduate. I can't believe I'm going to say this, 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
So May 27th will be graduation, and I am proud to say students are still coming to school on a regular basis. I brought some data for you, but I don't want to get into the decimal points too much.
But these are
amazing. Amazing numbers. All four of our buildings are over 93% daily attendance for our students, which is just outstanding. I'll talk a little bit about the intermediate school. I believe their number, they have over 185 students who missed 0 days of school in the month of April. That's over 50% of their students, and I think Steph included in there, 12 students still have not missed a single day this entire year.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so just trying to build that connection and that strong relationship with the school for our students and our parents and our community. So attendance just becomes an expectation, right? We want kids to learn that habit, so when they graduate and leave, that they expect, I'm going to go to work on time, I'm going to go to class on time, whatever it needs to be.
Whatever it is. Yeah, I know. I used to hate that. Like, I'd be running really good, not missing any school way back in the day.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden you get sick and you're like, oh, there goes that,
perfect attendance or 3 days in a row and making up the work. And
exactly.
I think our students are starting to understand that too, that there's a lot of work being a student. We certainly want to give them support if they do happen to miss, but they're understanding, boy, if I miss 3 or 4 days in a semester, especially at the high school where they're trying to attain credits so they can graduate. So it's been a great ride. I mean, every month I'm proud to say our students every building has been over 90%. All four of them being over 93% is amazing. The intermediate school is almost at 95% daily attendance. So
that's
great things there.
That's really cool.
Yep. And May 1st, just a couple of weeks ago, we had our our celebration for the 250th birthday of our country. Yeah, so every building was either doing performances, skits. The lessons were strongly connected to American culture, songs. The primary school had the red, white, and blue ice cream pops or the popsicles.
The bomb pops.
The bomb pops, yes. They're writing poetry. So it was a neat way to unify all of our buildings to show our appreciation and our celebration for this great country. So very proud of everything that our students and staff did. There were dress-up days. I know at the middle school there's some pictures that I shared with you of our staff dressed up. One of our teachers was dressed up as Lady Liberty. And she nailed it. So
my gosh,
just
fun.
Yeah, there you go. It's just fun.
Learning.
Yep. Students were excited to come to school. Staff was excited to come to work. So it was a great day on May 1st to celebrate that. And I'm really looking forward to see what we do locally for the 4th of July.
I know.
It's well deserved, and it'll be a great celebration.
I think it's going to be pretty good.
Yes.
I think we were talking a little bit off air that Menominee has theirs on the 4th, and then Marinette will have theirs the following weekend, but I know that they've upped the budget for Menominee. So
very cool. Yes.
Great.
Always a great fireworks show locally. I mean, and back-to-back weekends. So.
You can't beat it.
No, you cannot. Our primary school also, as we're working through the buildings, upcoming here at the end of this month, they're doing a picnic with a pal.
Yeah.
So the family members of students can come in and enjoy. I think it's May 28th. Enjoy lunch with their son, daughter, granddaughter, grandson, whatever it might be. Just a way to build that connection with the school. That I think if the parents and grandparents are well connected with our schools, they can support what we're doing with our students locally and get a better understanding of what's happening behind our doors. But also just a nice way towards the end of the school year for our youngest children to sit and have lunch with some of their loved ones.
Yes. And it makes them feel so good and proud and
Yep.
Oh, I
Yep.
love it.
Kind of show off all the great stuff they've done all year.
Yeah.
Our intermediate school, like I said, Junior Olympics, which is just always a huge thing.
Yes.
So
that's Junior Olympics.
That's coming up May 19th.
Oh my gosh.
A week from today. So
holy moly. Everything is moving so fast, Corey.
I know. Isn't that something?
It's crazy.
And that's a week from today. That's next Tuesday.
Okay.
That's for all of our 3rd and 4th graders.
Fun.
And they get to compete in the track and field events. But again, trying to build that district-wide event, right? We've got middle school and high school students who come and help volunteer.
Nice.
They support the students who might be thinking I can make it around that full track with a good old sprint, but all of a sudden about 100 yards into it, they start walking, or they got a side hit. Yep. So we've got some upperclassmen or some students who will help them. The band is usually out there performing. I get to kick it off every year, so looking forward to that next Tuesday.
That's going to be wonderful.
Who doesn't love Junior Olympics,
I always
right?
loved Junior Olympics.
Yep.
It was the best.
Yep.
It was just fun watching all the kids.
Absolutely. And at our middle school, we recently had a celebration of Earth Day.
Oh, yeah.
So I know Miss Knowles' group, their 5th grade science class, just went out and they did some taking some action out into the streets, and they were doing some cleanup and pickup around the middle school campus. You know how it is in the spring. Sometimes things get a little bit. They look a little bit old and messy, and all of a sudden you spruce it up with a rake and some bags, and you pick up some trash.
Wow!
Yeah, this looks great, right?
It's sparkly.
Exactly. And then our middle school also this Thursday night has their ACP night.
Oh.
ACP stands for Academic and Career Planning, and again, for our community to know a little bit more about that. That isn't just geared towards our high school students. That's geared towards our elementary and especially our middle school students. Start to look at different careers that they can do. Well, this Thursday night, they have an ice cream social and then an ACP showcase. So an Academic and Career Planning showcase where students and staff alike will be presenting some of the great things that they did throughout the year, not only for their parents to see, but community members can come in and check it out. And like I said, there'll be ice cream available for our guests that night. So just a fun way to kind of wrap up the school year, but really looking at that importance of ACP, that we start to have students have at least an understanding of what they might want to do. But we don't want them to feel that as a 5th grader, I have to commit and know what my career is going to be. But let me dabble in a couple of things. Exactly. Great word. Just some exploration of the different careers that are out there.
I was supposed to be a funeral director.
Were you really?
I was.
And you know what? I bet you would be. Honestly, you laugh about that, but I think the reason people are selected to be funeral directors is because of their empathy. I mean that sincerely. I can see you being very caring for people that are dealing with the loss.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Yeah, when you take those, your assessments, that was the very number one.
Funeral director.
Funeral director.
Well, I'm glad you're a radio host. There you go. Yep, that's your fallback.
That's my fallback.
Excellent. And then our 8th graders have their trip to Camp Bird.
Camp Bird.
June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Yes,
that's always a fun trip.
That's a blast.
And then they come back on the 4th, which is Thursday, the second to last day of school, and they have their 8th grade recognition. Yep. They all come in with their Camp Bird shirts on, and they're ready for high school.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy.
It goes by so fast.
It goes very quickly.
Oh,
and speaking of high school, last Wednesday our high school had their senior scholarship night.
Oh, yeah.
Just an outstanding community event, well attended. We had roughly 40 students gain 100 scholarships, and the dollar amount was over $200,000.
Oh my goodness, that is amazing.
Melissa, that is the exact word that I was going to use. Just the community support, the financial support that our students receive from people that are supporting not just current education, but the future of our community, right? Because we want our graduates to come back to this great area to serve this wonderful community, and what better way to do it than to have that appreciation and say, hey, I attained this scholarship locally, so I want to come back and service and be a Marine for the rest of your life, right? Just to get back in this area because it's such a wonderful area. But so scholarship night was a huge success, so we're very grateful, and we thank all of our local donors who helped make that possible. Certainly had a ton of help from our high school counseling office. They organized the event and make sure it goes off without a hitch. But our 40 students are very appreciative. Our 40 seniors are very appreciative. But also as a district, we thank our local community, which leads up to, and I mentioned this a little bit earlier, 2 weeks from tomorrow, we're going to have quite a few seniors walking across that football field to receive their diploma, and I start to talk about it, and I work with a friend from the Oshkosh area who talks about it not being a receipt but being a ticket, right? Here's your ticket to the next part of your journey. So we wish those seniors the best as they move forward. A couple other things that I want to hit on that just recently came to as well. Spring sports at Marinette is always crazy, right? Yeah. Just a ton of events going on, and we just love the competitiveness of all of our teams. Wanted to take the opportunity to point out two things. Okay. Our baseball team competed against Little Chute a couple nights ago, and the umpires these days have to fill out a form after games. And this particular umpire completed a sportsmanship plus form, and he recognized Cooper Smith, who's a senior on our baseball team, and Miles Rutherford, who's a freshman on our baseball team, for their positivity, their effort, their support of their teammates, chasing foul balls. There's constant encouragement. So just a proud moment that's what sports are about, right? Exactly. The competitiveness has to be there, but then also respecting the game and being a good sportsman about it. And secondly, I just saw this morning on Facebook. Ed the Diver donated over 4,000 golf balls to our boys and girls golf teams. So there was a picture on Facebook, yes, and some very funny posts as well. I think there were a couple of people in the community who said about 200 of those balls might be mine that were hit into the pond or the lake or the bay or wherever he was, but several of them came from Little River, but we just appreciate Ed the Diver thinking of our high school golf teams. 4,000 is a crazy number. I mean, the picture has just bags of balls.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to check that out for sure.
Yep, get out there and check it out.
Holy moly.
And then finally, School Lunch Hero Day was May 1st.
Yeah.
And that happens annually, where we take an opportunity to recognize our team from Chartwells. And Chartwells provides the food service locally for our students and staff. They serve us breakfast on a daily basis. They serve us lunch on a daily basis. They provide snacks for sports teams that are going out of town. They take care of us on staff meetings. They cater certain celebrations that we have.
Yeah.
And most importantly, I think they're always that smiling face that students get to see when they come through the breakfast line or the lunch line. So we just want to give a shout out to our food service team. School Lunch Hero Day was May 1st, but wanting to make sure that they know that we appreciate them every single day.
That's so cool.
It is very cool.
Oh my! Are the school lunches better than what they used to be?
They are. They are way better than 1989 when I was a senior at Tacoma High School. Yeah,
because we used to have some pretty interesting
certainly.
meals.
Yes, they just took the same meal from Monday and just called it something different.
Refurb.
Yep, there you go. Yep, the mystery meal.
The mystery meal.
No, Chartwells does a great job, and they provide a variety of services, and then even are really doing a great job on addressing and supporting different dietary needs and allergies. All our students need to do, or our staff need to do, is make them aware ahead of time, and they'll prepare special meals or different options for our students as well as for our staff. So meals are much better than they were when you and I went to school.
Maybe I'll go have lunch.
Hey, come on up anytime.
That'd be fun.
We would love to have you.
And
you know what? Sitting at the high school for lunch is entertaining and educational. You know, the students just do a great job of welcoming in guests, so we could sit at a table and hang out with some high schoolers.
Should that be fun?
We will do that.
Do some interviews.
There you go. Perfect.
All right. Well, lots and lots of awesome stuff.
Thank you.
Corey, this is just amazing. And I think, all of it is just so great, but I think the fact that students are showing up to school, I mean, those numbers are like, wow. That's
step one, right? We've got to get them here. We've got to build that trust and build that relationship with them to see the connection and the importance of coming to school. And then once they get here, we've got great things happening, so we'll keep them here.
All right.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming in.